Hi, my name is Carol, and I am owner, president of Carol's Affordable Curriculum. And I'm glad that you have tapped into our Facebook and all of our friends. Here, myself and my office staff, we have such a good time reading your messages and ideas and tips. And for a long time, we've been wanting to do a little clip just special for Facebook. So today I have chose the topic of painting, and because I was a child care provider for 14 years, I totally know what it's like to be painting with the children. And probably the first word that comes in my mind is messy. And I'm sure you're all sitting there saying, yep, that's why we don't paint very often. Well, I'd like to give you some ideas and some tips that might help you. First of all, you always want to cover your workspace. I am just kind of working off my desk today, so I don't have everything covered. I am doing the very next best thing, and that is a cookie sheet with lined with wax paper, which is nice, I think, because you can take it and crumple it up and just throw it away. Another good idea would be to use a plastic tablecloth. And you can get them fairly inexpensive. They clean up really nice. You can even, in the summer, take them outside and hose them down and let them dry. Remember that when you're doing crafts with a child, it's a process. It's not the product. Because not all children will be able to process things. They process things differently, and they look at colors and their ideas, and they see different things, and that's very neat because it helps create their own uniqueness. Keep in mind that the children may have those different ideas when they look at the materials that you've provided. You might be thinking, today we're gonna make butterflies, and it comes out totally something different than a butterfly. Another idea and tip I want to share is when I was doing home child care, I sat at the table with the children. I was part of the project. I talked about the things that they saw, the things they were doing, and that helped them learn. Painting, again, I said on rimmed cookie sheets, great idea. Also, when I pull my paints out, I like to use little pieces of wax paper. And as you can see, I must buy a lot of wax paper. Watch for it, it does go on sale. It's very easy cleanup, and right now I'm just going to put a little purple paint down. As you can see, it does like to curl a bit, but that's okay. I think I'm going to put a little purple paint there and a little green here. I am actually using paints that we sell, and a full set of 10 is $29.95. I have different size here because sometimes I like to create my own colors. So I'm just going to put a couple dabs of different things. I love this teal. I use the blue and the white paint to mix that up. And if you can get a good shot here, seeing how pretty that is, it's pretty just by itself. One of the first things I would like to paint will be, and I'm going to come back to those paper there on that wax paper, but I'm going to just take this and I'm going to do 5 different things of painting today. The very first one is straw painting. And I'm not sure if you've ever done that, but you can just like make blobs if you want. And you know, another thing I want to share is I'm getting my paint ready here. You don't have to have an hour-long paint project. Most of the time, I would say something in the neighborhood of even 5 minutes. Sometimes it's just a couple of minutes. Oop, gotta get my red out. Ooh, there we go. Now what I did with painting, first of all, you might want to make sure they blow the long direction, because some little children might be windier than others. But all you do is you're spreading the paint with the straw. And they can move it. Oh, this is really looking pretty. As you can tell, I like to paint. That's one thing that's really neat about our paint is it doesn't mesh and mix up ishy. They kind of stay on their own separate colors. But I'm gonna get to that red. And they can do different things. So that is my straw painting for today. But isn't it pretty? And the kids can look at it and say, now what is that? Kind of looks like a hand. They can do all sorts of different things with this. Let it dry. And so set it off the side and let it dry. So that's straw painting, nice and fun. My next one is going to be Q-tip painting. I am pretty sure that you all probably have some children that just do not like to touch anything, don't want to get messy. So Q-tips are your next best friend. And they can take a Q-tip and they can color in something, or they can make their own little wheels on the bus type thing here, and they can talk about the colors, and then maybe you can, I don't have an outline here, but they can draw out a little car like this. Well, it's going to be a minivan, I can tell it now. Probably most likely you providers don't have very many minivans if you're taking the children out on a little errand or out to the library, have a little fun. So they can draw on the doors with your Q-tips. They can do anything their little hands want to draw. So that is Q-tip painting. Nice, simple, and easy. My third one is ball painting. Now this one can get a little messier, and I'm going to use 2 pieces of paper for this just because I didn't grab any larger paper for this demonstration. What I did was I got one of these free somewhere, and this little ball has little ridges, and so that's going to leave kind of a fun little thing. And you can kind of just dribble your paint again, different places. And as you can see with my painting, I like the kids to figure out what it is and let them just go at it and do whatever they want. It doesn't take a lot of paint to have fun with and discovering things. You definitely, if you do this, you are going to want to make sure that your ball cleans up afterwards, and you just let them roll that ball all over, back and forth. It probably would be better if you had more, maybe even more colors. Oh my, that's like so cool. And of course, you have to always demonstrate to the children how this works. See, now I'm going up on areas where there is no paint. And I'm going to stop here because I could keep going until the whole paper's covered. But you can see the fun little ridges from this ball. And then rinse it under, because this is all washable paint. And most temper paints are going to be just fine. And who knows, maybe you'll let your ball here dry that way, and then you won't have to just add a little color next time. The next painting, and I'm going to go right over this. Just put another sheet, move the little ball down to the end. My next one I'm going to demonstrate is feather painting. And that's where this here comes in handy. You just take your feather, lay it in the paint, and start letting them go whatever directions they want. They can put different colors on. And this is kind of fun when maybe they want to make a card for mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, friends, neighbors. If you look real close, you're going to see little teeny pieces of the feather. And how easy is this? And each time, I mean, I probably put too much paint on my wax paper. That is feather painting. The next thing I want to show you is, I call it blob painting. And you're just going to have to excuse me. I am going to move this and all of this. And I am going to get a new fresh piece of paper for that. When you do blob painting, you can also use a pie crust roller, if you have one, or if you have one. And this one here, you want to fold it in half. So you fold your paper in half. So it could be like a card if you want. And then you can use as many colors as you want, but you don't want very big drops. So I'm just going to try it with like 3 different colors. And you don't even want to get too far to the bottom of the paper. If you can see that, what I've done so far. Let's put a little teal in there. I feel like a little pink. It must be a pink day today. Of course, the boys might like a little bit of purple, so we can just put another little skinny, whoops, blob there. Okay. And now, since it's already been folded, you're gonna have the kids fold the paper back, but you want them to use their soft touch. And so we're going to be spreading out like this with their hands, and who knows what it's going to look like on the inside. Most of mine usually look like butterflies, but sometimes they're very unique butterflies. So I'm going to go up first just a little bit, use my finger, there we go, I can see it, and then I'm going to use a little heavier stroke and pull that bottom out. Let's see what it's going to look like. You can always add more drops if you want. And yeah, I'm going to just see what I've got here. Alright, just got to open it up. Well, it looks like a fish. Does not even look like a butterfly. And it's a pretty one. And so the children can do this and then open them up and they can decide what it looks like. And I would definitely say mine's a tropical fish. So that is straw painting, Q-tip painting, ball painting, feather painting, straw painting, and blob painting. I hope that you really enjoyed this little clip and segment. Let us know on Facebook if you like it, and we will post the tips online. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Bye.